Hi everyone, it's Clyde from Yellow Brick Road here at St. Mary's, your local Wealth Accelerator specialist. It's Meet the Success Stories again this week, and I'd love to introduce you to a client of mine, Vera. So Vera has been a client of mine for a couple of years now, and one of my passions and some things that I love to encourage more young people to do is to take up insurances. A lot of my younger clients don't feel the importance of having personal insurances. Vera here is an exception, and so what I wanted her to do is just to speak to us all about why, firstly tell us a little bit about herself, but more importantly, what made her decide to actually take up insurances, especially at a young age. So, Vera, thank you so much for sitting down with me and talking to me. It's a huge audience out there, and I can understand how intimidating being in front of a video can be. But yeah, firstly, thank you. And secondly, can you just tell everyone a little bit about your background and why you decided to come and see us?
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
So like Clyde mentioned, I have been working with him for the last couple of years, and I initially came to see him with my mum because we wanted to review our financial situation. And that was literally a big boom coming in through our whole financial situation, from what we're doing with our income to our insurances. And that's even to, what will happen when we're not here. So Clyde was great, and he took us through all those steps with that to make sure that we were in the right super funds, that we had financial goals, even just fun financial goals. So going, taking that holiday, saving for important purchases down the line, such as a car or anything like that. Mortgage advice as well, and the lovely Fiona helped us with that as well, and insurances.
Fantastic. Yeah. So the last part is what I'm really interested in and focused on is insurances and protecting young adults. So Vera, just tell us why you felt that you needed insurance at such a young age.
To put it broadly, peace of mind. I think we can't take things for granted, but we always need just that little bit of reassurance that if something does happen, we can rely that something is there to help us out through whatever we go through, because it does happen. We're not invincible. We can't plan for anything happens. So you really need to think about that insurance just for that peace of mind. As an example, you might be planning a family, or you have other dependents on you. Like for example, my mum depends on me. So if anything were to happen to me, I wanted to make sure that everything was in place to make sure that she could, pay off any debts, or just have some support if I wasn't around.
Yeah, and that's so important to why we need insurance is just to have that security, as Vera was saying. It doesn't matter what age you are, anything can happen, and so that's why I'm passionate about encouraging more younger adults to actually take on or have some form of insurance, and insurances that will make sure that they're financially protected, so that if the worst case scenario happens, they're not put into a situation where they're forced to sell their house, or forced to rely on others or the government to actually maintain their lifestyle. So Vera is one of my clients who saw the light and realized how important that is, and now she's financially protected, and more importantly, her mum is protected if something were to happen to her, which is really, really good. So finally, Vera, just the last question: what advice would you like to give other young adults out there who probably don't see the value in having any insurances, or don't see the need? What's one tip, or what advice would you give them?
I say think again, because like I mentioned, you just don't know what's going to happen. We can't plan for the unexpected, and I definitely think it's worth having a chat to a professional like Clyde, because again, you don't know, and we're starting to generate incomes. Hopefully, you have a great job that you're in, and you want to make sure that that you can continue to work, because that's another important part. And if anything does happen to you, that something is there to look after your loved ones.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Vera, for taking the time to I guess encourage other young adults to look at the importance, or at least consider having insurances. So that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. If you'd like me to sit down with you and go through your insurances and why you need that, please put your comments down below. I'm more than happy to sit down with you and go through that. And any other questions you have, as always, put your comments below and I will get back to you. And remember, I'm dedicated to helping you take actionable steps today for a better financial tomorrow. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.